District 10, Holland Village, a name that is in line with lifestyle, expat living, and long-term demand. But here's the twist. Skye at Holland isn't just another CCR launch. It's arriving in a market crowded with choices, yet positioned to offer something rare. Lifestyle certainty with smart value. So let's dive in, not just the brochure's fact, but why this project could be your next home or your next profitable investment. Quick snapshot so we are on the same page. Core Central Region, District 10. 99-year leasehold with a 12,000 square meter of site. 666 units across 2 blocks of 40 stories tower, elevated from level 4 onwards. Full condo facilities, 1-to-1 car park slots. Developers, a powerhouse team. CapitaLand, UOL, Singland, and King Leong. On paper, it ticks the boxes. But what lies beneath that makes Skye at Holland stands out? There's 3 reasons I will summarize why this truly matters. Number 1, the Holland Village DNA. Holland Village isn't just convenient. It's cultural, cafes, supper spots. Many of us have seen it. One Holland Village Mall, expats hang out, and literally MRT right at your doorstep. This lifestyle is timeless. Demand here doesn't fade. Number 2, the views that you are buying from your home. Unlike many launches boxed in by high-rise neighbors, Skye at Holland enjoys permanent buffers. GCB landed estate on one hand and low-rise Holland Village on the other end as well. Think city skyline, Bukit Timah greenery, or tranquil internal pool views. Long-term certainty like this is rare. Last but not least, developers that you can trust. UOL and CapitaLand bring skills and reliability. King Leong injects luxury finesses with projects like Nassim Park and 15 Holland Hill. This mix of reliability and luxury DNA reassure buyers of lasting quality and resale value. So the fourth point is, what are some of the challenges that we might potentially face from this project, and how can we turn them into strength? One of the first problems that we potentially might see is that there is no school that is within 1 kilometer from this project. Henry Park may just be beyond reach, but that means that this project isn't overwhelmed by school-centric demand as well, leaving more room for lifestyle buyers and investors. This balance keeps the community cosmopolitan and rental-friendly. Many of you think that this price is a little bit on the higher side. However, this is not. We are expecting an average of 2,800 PSF onwards for this project, with high floors expecting to be even higher for sure at about 3.3 to 3.5 thousand square feet. While that might sound high, remember these are CCR views at RCR entry level price. This gap is exactly where long-term upside lives. While Holland has many boutique freehold condominiums project, history and statistics has shown that larger leasehold projects, especially in District 10, usually outperforms these smaller boutique condominiums in liquidity and resale momentum. Size builds market confidence, and Skye Holland definitely has it. So for the pricing outlook, here's where it gets compelling. Government land price at only $1,285 per square feet per plot ratio. This is something that is even lower than some of the RCR land bid price that we have actually seen, and even the OCR prices as well. So to break even, we are looking at about 2,200 plus PSF, and we are expecting them to launch at about $2,700 to $2,800 onwards. Now let's compare them with the One Holland Village residences. Smaller units are launched at about $2,700 PSF, larger one rising past $3,300 PSF. Rentals are easily absorbed at about $7 to $8 per square feet. But here's the bigger picture. Look where the OCR land bids are moving towards. Swan Grove GLS site has been bidded at $1,376 per square feet per plot ratio, and this is even higher than the Skye at Holland. Not forgetting Bayshore GLS site that we are looking at closing $3,000 PSF potentially next year when it launches, and this land bid price is also at about $1,388 per square feet per plot ratio. So what does all this mean? If OCR projects are already touching close to the $3,000 PSF mark, does this make Skye at Holland in the core central region of District 10 very attractive? $2,700 to $2,800 average onwards definitely doesn't sound like a stretch, but more like a value. And this is why I believe Skye at Holland will be selling well. The two bedders are expected to be at about $1.6 million onwards, and the 3-bedder to 5-bedder ranging from $3 to $6 million. So the bottom line is, if you are buying CCR at OCR moving forward prices or even a RCR entry prices, what does this tell? There is a price gap, and this certainly means an opportunity for buyers or investors. So who is this for? Not every launch fits every buyer. Skye at Holland is tailored especially for young professionals and couples who want lifestyles at their doorstep. Investors who value strong rental demand and liquidity. Families seeking large units with protected views and enduring value. It's less about chasing the top school unit, but rather for this particular project, it's more about enjoying and investing in a lifestyle-driven address. And to sum it up, Skye at Holland isn't just trying to be everything to everyone. It's a bold CCR play offering a lifestyle certainty, protected view with unblocked views, and more importantly, a pricing story that could make it one of 2025's promising launches. Welcome back to part 2 of our review for Skye at Holland. So in part 1, we cover the big pictures. I mentioned particularly about the locations, developer, pricing expectation, and who this project is best suited for. Now let's zoom in, because beyond numbers, what really matters that we might be interested could be the unit mix, the site design, and how this layout stacks up against nearby projects. And finally, we will anchor it against all the surrounding resale prices plus some hard statistics on why MRT adjacency is such a game changer. So first, the unit mix. So Skye Holland has 666 units in total across 2 towers on elevated ground, 40 stories high, TOP most likely in 2029. More importantly, 55% of the units are 2-bedder. So what does this show? This developer actually are looking more for people with more investment style, as we can see that the 3-bedder and the 4 and 5-bedder spans across the remaining 45%. And one particular thing is we do not see any more 1-bedder, especially in some of the recent new launch projects. Skye at Holland doesn't have any 1-bedder as well. So unlike many new launches, we can actually avoid a very investor heavy crowd as well. So this balance of the investors and users definitely build a stronger, more stable community which will support the long-term resale value. So we can see that the estimated PSF that we will be looking at starting from should be at 2,800 PSF onwards. For premium stacks, looking at 3,002 to 3,005. So for a 2-bedder, we are looking at 1.6 plus onwards all the way to 2 million. The 2-bedder premium will probably start from 1.8 million all the way to 2.3 million as well. 2 plus study, most likely from 2 million onwards all the way to 2.5 million. 3-bedder definitely from 2.5 all the way to 3.2 million. So anyone looking for premium 4-bedder will be required to have a budget from between 3 to 3.5 to about 6 million as well. Just a disclaimer that this is just the estimated PSF. Starting from price will be released as we are closer to the preview as well. So we can see that for the 2-bedder, there's 3 different types. The 2-bed normal one, which is probably your 2-bed 1-bath, your 2-bed premium of 4 different types, and your 2-bed plus study. Something interesting about the 2 plus study is that the study is actually embedded inside the master bedroom, which I will share on the description of the floor plan later on. As for the 3-bedder, you have the 3-bedder compact, which is 915 square feet. You also have your 3-bedder premium that is at spanning of 1076 square feet. Not forgetting your 4-bedder, which comes with a private lift. That's something that's very exclusive. You have the wide and the horizontal and the vertical balcony size, ranging from 1238 square feet and also 1464 square feet accordingly. Last but not least, the biggest of all type, the 5-bedder with the private lift, which is your E1 at a 1,765 square feet. So you take a look at the site map. The residential level starts from level 4. So what does that mean? It means that the level 4, the level 1 on the Skye at Holland will start from level 4 on a elevated ground. That gives us an advantage already for the ground level units. So essentially we are 7 stories up because you are elevated from level 4. So even the lowest floor kind of enjoy good breeze and privacy as well. One of the things that we might need to consider is that between the two different blocks, the inner facing, they are relatively close apart at 29 meters. So this is something that we might take into consideration. But that being said, that's probably the reason why it allows them to have a unblocked view of the landed enclaves, and of course on the other side of the low level at One Holland residences as well. On the other end, that what we can see on the block that is facing the good class bungalow, they will have a little bit of west sun, afternoon sun coming in. So it's something that we might need to take into consideration as well. But nothing is perfect for sure. So that's how we can need to strike balance when we are looking at enjoying a better breeze, good view with a little bit of afternoon sun. On the other hand, that's where you probably get the unblocked view towards the city and also clearing One Holland Village as well. Over on the other end, you will have a bit of morning sun, which is southeast facing. On the other hand, facing the landed enclaves is northwest facing. So given the fact that it's just a 12,000 square meter size, I think the developers already tried to maximize the orientation to balance the unblocked greenery with also a internal resort style view as well. So moving on to the distance between the surrounding adjacent building as well. If we actually take a look at block 6, the nearest stacks will be at 40 meter to One Holland Village, and the view that you're probably looking across on the other hand at level 3 to level 7 is at 90 meter. On the other hand, that is closer to your stack 16 and stack 15, we're looking at about 110 meter and 70 meter away from the HDB right across. The ones that are on block 6, the view might not be as fantastic as the one that you see at block 2. So this is something that in terms of pricing, definitely the pricing on these particular rows of stack will be more attractive as compared to the other one that is facing the landed enclaves. So now if we take a look at the distance, as I just mentioned earlier on, between the inner facing yard, the distance from the stacks facing the landed enclaves all the way to the fences is about 35 meters. So definitely the ones that is facing the landed enclaves will be something that is of very good privacy from the balcony. So I think if we take a quick overview of what are some of the activities, we have the 50 meter lap pool, we have the 25 meter wellness pool in the middle between the two blocks. We also have your different functions room, main gym and functional room of different types ranging across the different area. Now we also have the yoga room and the private gym as well. So where Skye stands out, if we actually take a look at the floor plans for the 2-bedder for Skye at Holland, most of them are actually the dumbbell layout, very efficient, no wasted corridor. So for example, in stack 5, which is facing the Holland Village as well. For the 3-bedder, we can see that they are actually also very well optimized. You have your dry and wet kitchen plus the utility over there. The 4 and 5-bedder with the private lift, they are definitely of very premium stack as well. So for the 2-bedder, we have the first one, that is the 2-bed 1-bath. Generally, these are for people who are more budget constrained. So this will be definitely the most attractive in terms of the prices. Like what I mentioned earlier on, very highly efficient dumbbell layout. Open kitchen though, with a ample circulation space, equipped with definitely luxury kitchen appliances brand as well. So all the bedroom and the living also offers pool facing frontage for sure. So for your 2-bed premium BP3, that's where your 2-bed 2-bath comes into play. You have an additional common bathroom there, and also your bedroom is ensuite. So this is for definitely more suitable for families who wants to have own stay as well and have a little bit more budget constraint. So for the 2-bed plus study, something very interesting is that the study is embedded inside the master bedroom, as I mentioned earlier on. So it allows more flexibility for work, relaxation, or personal use, and accessibility via the balcony as well. So this is something that I find it very interesting, that is not embedded inside within the living room. So for the 3-bedder compact, this is something for families who want own stay in a lifestyle living. This is something that I believe will be very attractive as well at easily $2.8, $2.9 million. So we have an enclosed kitchen. As you can see on the floor plan here, the kitchen is unfortunately enclosed, but there is no ventilation over here. That's something that buyers might need to consider as well. All bedrooms and living room has unblocked frontage. The bathroom though has natural ventilation as compared to your 2-bedders. So for the 3-bedder premium, which is the show flat unit, 1076 square feet, we have a dry kitchen and a wet kitchen, and also a yard and an extra WC, not forgetting the bomb shelter that gives you extra storage space or a place for helper to stay in. You also have your bathroom, all with ventilation, whether talking about the common bathroom or the master bath. All bedrooms and living room has also full frontage as well. So you can see that the living room and the dining area is also very spacious. All bedrooms allow queen size bed and it's very well sized as well. So for the 4-bedder, the difference between the DU2 and the DP1 is that of the wide frontage from the balcony. The rest would be pretty much similar, and more importantly, you also have your walk-in wardrobe from your 4-bedder at your DP1. So that's something that has the bigger space in the master bedroom. Something that's very interesting is that it has this full glass door and a sensor lighting, something like a very luxurious feeling that you don't really see in most of the project as well. We also have the dedicated yard area with the bomb shelter as well, both for your 4-bedder premium DP1 or D2 as well. So moving on to the biggest unit that we have right here, size of 6-meter frontage that maximize the view towards the lap pool and GCB area beyond the development. This is something that I think is very grand, considering for 1765 square feet, and everything that you see in the dining and living is marble flooring and ducted aircon. That's something that is also very unique as well. We also have a sophisticated show kitchen with texture pattern, showing a seamless flow of the space between the kitchen, dining, living, and also the balcony. So we also have the dedicated yard space with double bomb shelter. We have the private lift. I think this is, you have 5 different bedrooms that is embedded on the different side, with 1 bedroom that is actually on the junior master bedroom adjacent at the side of the 5th bedroom. So for this, you only have 1 particular stack right at the corner of block 2, which allows them to have a very fantastic view across the GCB landed enclaves. So comparing to the floor plans of One Holland Village, One Holland Village has 70% 1 and 2-bedder. That's pretty much quite a huge percentage that we are looking at. Smaller efficient land and layout with wasted space, despite the high launch of estimated PSF of 3,700 plus, the resale activity was muted. So Skye Holland, I believe, will allow this bid for no 1-bedder for sure, balanced 2 to 5-bedder mix, efficient layout, and larger premium family options. So this sets them apart from as being a more end-user focus with stronger long-term resale support as well. So now for the resale prices, MRT effect and leverage, let's take a look at pricing context. So for Pavis, freehold at 2012 is already selling at 2,400 to 2,600 PSF. We have Holland Residences freehold 2011 selling at 2,500 2,700 PSF, and more importantly, the nearest comparison, One Holland Village, that is at 99-year 2025 at about 2,700 PSF for a smaller unit, but the recent transaction that we have seen is actually at 3,700 PSF. Skye at Holland is expected to launch starting from 2,800 PSF. I think the premium stack could be looking at 3,003 to 3,005 PSF as well. So if we take a very good comparison of how Skye at Holland is to some of the comparisons such as your Woodleigh Residences and your Park Colonial. Park Colonial is just right beside Woodleigh with no MRT link, although it's linked via a sheltered overhead or underground. You can see that the price of that, there is a very clear statistical uplift from the MRT integration, whether is it talking about Park Colonial and the Woodleigh Residences and many other different projects as well. On this, now let's look back at One Holland Village. So despite its high PSF, it has given a very strong rental take-up as well. So for Skye at Holland, not being close per se to the MRT, I believe it will be very similar to the Park Colonial and Woodleigh residences and many other references that we can take from as well. So they will definitely be moving upwards with the similar trend. So for Skye at Holland, we also have 3 side gates that give direct connectivity to the Holland MRT in terms of minutes walk. Is coupled with more balanced unit mix. So this positions it being One Holland Village premium pricing and the other condos nearby. So put it simply, we are just buying into a CCR address at today's RCR prices and with tomorrow MRT's driven upside. So that wraps up the part 2 of my Skye at Holland review. We have looked at the unit mixes, site map, floor plans comparison compared with the One Holland Village and how the pricing will potentially be, and with statistics showing why MRT nearby projects will consistently move upwards. There is no reason why I believe Skye at Holland will be any different. If you find this video useful, give this video a like, subscribe for more in-depth reviews, and follow me on Instagram for more updates. And I would love to learn from you. Will you be leaning towards the 2-bedder or the bigger size 3-bedder compact premium or the 4-bedder with private lift as well? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.